Hey guys, what is up? Camping McCamperPants here, and I'm coming at you with a game of a run through of the game called Kerbal Space Program. Now I'm sure a lot of you have never heard of this game before, but basically, in short, it's a rocket simulator. It's better than one I've ever seen. Essentially, they give you a bunch of parts, you build a ship, and you turn on the fuel, and you point the direction, and let the computer do the rest of the calculations. Now, I strongly suggest that you guys take this out because you turn this game on for 30 seconds, you'll end up playing it for a couple hours. It's just the way it works, and it's pretty fun if you want to, try to challenge yourself at some things a little more mathematical or statistical or whatever you want to call it. Now, today what I'm gonna just do in this is I'm going to make it to the moon, land on the moon, and then come back to Earth. And it may seem like not so tough of a task, but that involves all the attaining orbit around the Earth, going to the moon, calculating gravity around the moon, and when essentially all you're given is you can point where your rocket's going and you can point how hard the jets are going. So it gets pretty interesting. Now I was thinking earlier because this I'm gonna just flip the rocket over here real quick because makes for some easier visuals later. Now let's see. I wasn't sure what I wanted to talk about in this commentary. I had thought about it some other times previously, but I had never really thought about it. Yeah, just backing up, and so you can see some visuals here. And right now I have the SAS system on, which is basically just keeping me vertical. There's a little picture of the moon, and there's the launch pad. And I think it's cool to watch this stuff. So while I'm messing around with the controls, I'm gonna think of something to talk about. Um, I'm not really sure. I hadn't thought about what much of a commentary this would be. I know it's not a bunch of COD gameplay, which is what most of my channel's for, what most people want to watch nowadays. But it's kind of a break, something a little more technical, I guess. You know. And as I've mentioned in other videos, I don't really have a capture card, and looking to get one sometime soon. So I won't be able to post major COD gameplay until then. I can't really see the video right now because it's kind of far away on my screen. But I'm just sitting here with my patented, not patented, my Google glasses that I wore the last time I did one rant, the Camping Camper rant on the prestige token glitch, and I really like these. At my school, you'll have companies that come in and they ask you to apply, and Google came on one of these times, and they give it a bunch of glasses. So maybe I'll post a picture sometime later of them because they have this little cool Google emblem on the side. Anyway, I like them. So let's see. Still gotta think of a topic. Still gotta think of a topic. What the fuck am I doing on screen with the camera right now? Just look back and I see myself messing around inside the ship, and I'm not sure what the hell I'm doing. But I got another 20 minutes to talk to you guys, so I'll think of something. Um, well, let me start off, cause I'm meaning to do a commentary about bad mornings for a while, but I've never gotten around to it. So let's talk about bad mornings. Those mornings where you wake up and you just don't want to do fucking shit. Um, I thought about doing a commentary this time because a couple weeks ago I woke up and I got dressed, went and started walking to classes. Now, I'm at university and I live on campus in a dorm, so I have to walk about half a mile to classes most mornings. And I have to walk there at 7:40 a.m. to get there and to get to class on time. And when oh, looks like I was playing music during the video. Ah shit. Fucking Fraps records everything. Oh well. I guess I'll have to put the tag in. Well, I'll let you guys listen to this music later. Or I'll let you listen to it. I like it. Like a tunnel land, crushing on a power little head. Feel the capillaries of the sky, power nip into my little life. Then I find a little clarity when I lay down beside me. The boundaries of love are hard to push. As if you never had to look. It's so expanding every day anyway.
So expanding every day anyway. So why is love so hard to say?
Alright guys, back after that nice little song by the band called Morning Teleportation, which is an awesome name by the way. And that song was called Expanding Anyway. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get that tag in the video because I don't feel like doing this whole thing again. That music's like actually embedded into the song. So I think I'm gonna have to figure out a way to mute this video when I'm editing it because I listened to the song like 3 times over the course of making it. So yep, here it comes again. So I'll have to figure out how to mute it. Well, I'll just keep talking over it. So as you saw there over the song and some of the visuals, those paths, the gray path and the green and blue path, is my orbital path around the planet, and the gray path was the planet's orbital path around the sun. Got some nice visuals there. Yeah, I really like that song, but I don't think you guys want to listen to it 3 times. But hey, if you do, then that's what YouTube's for. Now you can see what I'm doing right now is I'm adjusting the orbital path to try to match the moon's and actually go a little bit past it. And so I'll be hitting the moon as soon as it comes by, and you'll see my orbital path will change as soon as the gravity affects it. So let me change it a little more here, and that's enough. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the warp feature to actually speed up time, so I don't have to end up waiting for the full thing. Because if I were to actually do this, oh, that's a nice shot. Yeah, because if I were actually to do this whole thing in real time, it would actually maybe take over 24 hours, which I don't think you guys want to wait for. Yeah, so that's more nice visuals that I was listening to during the song. I don't think you guys really want to listen to it. And there comes the moon, and speed up time. Yep, and there's the gravity change. So let's see. Oh, and by the way, if I don't figure out a way to mute the music, I guess you guys will just have to bear with me and listen to it. All right, shouldn't be too big of a deal. Now, what I have to do here is I have to slow down enough so that I crash directly into the moon, and you'll see it's not hard, but you have to slow down so you fall directly into the moon, and then you have to once you fall into the moon, you will have to slow yourself down and eventually land on it. You'll see. I'm resisting the urge just to listen to the music right now because if I do, then I'll just stop commentating, which will make this extremely boring. So we still got another 14 minutes. So let's go back to the whole topic on bad mornings. Well, anyway, the one morning that I was referring to was when I woke up at 7:30 and I had to walk to class across campus, and so it's about a half-mile walk, but it was freezing out. I'm talking like 10 degrees. And in the background, wow, I'm getting sidetracked by the music again. But yeah. So it was like 10 degrees out. It's snowing. I'm walking across campus, and I'm looking like a frosted donut because that's how much snow is covering me. Because I'm wearing a windbreaker, but the windbreaker doesn't have a hood on it, so I'm using a sweatshirt to catch all the snow and get really wet. So I was worried about that. It wasn't fun the rest of the day. Now, but that bad morning got me thinking about a different bad morning I had a year high school. But it got me thinking about a different one back in high school, where it was about halfway through the year. I had it was midterm, so I was driving to school that day. So I drove to school that day, and what happened was so the bad morning starts as soon as I wake up, and my dog was sleeping on me at this time. Before I went, my dog was sleeping on me at this time, but now she sleeps in the laundry room downstairs. But anyway, I wake up and I notice something is wrong. That my dog has pooped on my floor. So this is probably the worst morning I ever have. So like, if it was one thing of dog shit on my floor, that wouldn't be a big deal. And so I look at it, and it was on like a plastic bag. Somehow my dog had aimed. It was okay. I could just throw it out. Not horrible. But I'm like, still, really, Shiba, you gonna shit on my floor? That's not cool. So after that, I finally pick it up, and I'm ready to go carry it into the trash in the bathroom. And I take a step backwards and step in the other pile of dog shit on my floor.
That's why we're the only ones to see the
And I'm like, are you fucking serious? Come on. And so, I get over that. I realize, okay, I'm gonna have to clean this one up too. And I hop, towards the door in my bedroom, and I land in the sopping part of my floor that is dog piss. And I'm just like, almost incredulous at how bad my morning is starting. That I've stepped in dog shit, dog piss, and dog's pissed on my floor, and dog shit on my floor twice, and now I'm clean it all up after I go and take an English major. So that right there is and so eventually, luckily I woke up in time enough to clean up this shit. Well, so I picked up all this shit, I scrubbed it up a little bit, I put the towels on the floor, put it on top of it to press it down, plastic bag, my system's looking at shit on the job. So after that, clean it all up, get there, and I head out to school in my car, let's be useless for so I, maybe 3 minutes out, and a couple miles away from my house is this one-lane bridge, and so we basically have to take turns going across it. It's this wooden bridge, and it was a very snowy day, and everything was cold and icy. Well, I get to this bridge, no one's coming, so I had to cross it. I'm going at like 20 miles per hour, and this woman comes flying up to the end of the bridge. I won't make any connection to that. Hey, not associating the fact that she was a female Asian, not taking that into account. So she stops to the end of the bridge, just zoom and stop right there. I have almost no time to react to it, except the fact that I slam on my brakes. And I don't stop. I advance a lot of brakes on me. Since the car was sliding, didn't stop because it was icy. Not a good situation. Well, so in a split second, I'm sliding into the snow. I quickly turn my wheel to the right, and lucky there was enough snow on the bridge to stop the car from straight up smashing into it. But I end up, grabbing my car into a snowbank on the side of this bridge. And so I end up backing out of that, and finally backs up so I can get by. And I feel like the worst fucking day ever. I drove by. And then I go to school and take this into I gotta be honest, that it was a horrible just like, it's where, not when you wake up on the worst side of the bed, you wake up on the worst side of everything, and nothing goes right, and that's just so ridiculous. So, not sure if you guys have had any mornings like I had, but, let me know some crazy bad mornings you guys have had. Leave a comment, a like, sub, favorite. But more importantly, leave a comment with some shitty mornings you've had, like you wake up to a text with your girlfriend cheating on you or something. I don't know. It's just something. I want to hear that God's not the only one taking a shit on me. Like, yeah, I'm just kidding. Let's see. So that's the end of that story. Let's see. What's something else I can talk about? Because according to the timer on this Fraps video, I have 8 more minutes. About, yeah, 8 minutes to talk to you still. Let's go back to the gameplay. As you can see, I'm kind of slowing down towards the moon. I'm not sure if you guys were paying too much attention to that through my whole rant, but yeah, that's a lot of shit that went down. No pun intended. I crack myself up sometimes. Now, not sure what to talk about. Not sure what to talk about. I gotta think of something quickly. I don't script any of this. I typically make stuff up off the fly. And to be honest, most of the time I make live commentaries. Like, I'd actually be recording this while I was playing the game, but I chose not to today. Well, the reason I chose not to is because I don't want to make any of these commentaries while my roommate's in the room, because it just makes me feel like I'm fucking crazy or something, talking to my computer. It's much better to do them by yourself. So, let's see. Something quick to talk about. Let's see. Gotta think of something quick. I don't think I'm that interesting. Just, I talk about shit. I'm reading my emails right now. Music's not going on in the background. Oh my god, I'm fucking commentator's block right now. But I'm getting pretty close to the surface here. I think I land at like 50 meters. So I have about 100 meters down to go till I land on the moon. Yeah, it gets kind of scary sometimes. I'm not sure what velocities you should be coming in on, because sometimes it's hard to tell how far you are away from the surface. As you can see here, I'm coming in for a pretty smooth landing, and I think I boarded it once or twice. It was a little sketchy for a second there, but I came back and yeah, here we go. It's like 40 meters down, coming in real slow. You gotta be careful because sometimes you will run out of fuel in this stage, and that's not a good thing. Let's see, slow it down, slow it down. Here it comes, and touchdown now. Alright, that was touchdown on the moon, guys. I like to see some nice little visuals here. There's the sun in the background. That looks really cool, in my opinion. And you can see where we landed on in that big crater. So there's the Earth. See, there's the sun in the background. You can see the orbital paths. There we are. It's a tiny little speck on the moon. I'm not sure what I was doing here, just messing around, seeing how far I could zoom out. Which is pretty far, as it turned out. That's a pretty damn huge crater. Think about it. Like how the three guys are happy on the edge. That never happens. A little Earth in the corner. Cool. Alright. So now we take off for home. I don't think I dawdled here too much. I think I just launched. Now, to be honest, guys, this is one of the best rocket simulators I've ever seen because like it makes most of these bodies like actually physical. So you can challenge yourself to a lot of stuff. Like some people see how low of an orbit they can get on the moon. I've seen some pretty cool low orbits. Like I think there's some mountains that get up to 500 meters on the moon, so you'd have to be careful about that shit. But I've seen people orbit at like 430 meters. You can see increasing the orbit around the moon. What I've got to do here is I've got to break orbit around the moon, and what eventually that'll do is that'll send me back to Earth, and I'll catch an Earth orbit, and then after that I will fall back into the atmosphere, slow myself down. I think I almost fucked myself up using the time warp feature on this, and talk about that when I get to it. Last segment of the video. This one's, yeah, I got 3 minutes left to go with this commentary. Yeah, talking about random dribble. Alright, so that's the orbital path. Orbital path goes right into the moon. If I actually followed that and the Earth didn't catch my gravity, then I'd just be falling directly into it. That's cool. Velocity. There's velocity, altitude. The name of the ship's successful lunar lander. That's like what I called it after I succeeded with it for the first time, I think. And oh yep, the gravity just changed to an Earth. So now what I've got to do is I got to slow myself down to make so I fall into the Earth's atmosphere. So I go to time warp 1, and they're going against the motion, and I'll fire the jet. A lot of this game is just figuring out how things react when you do them. Like firing this, you got to figure out like pointing which direction will affect velocity in what way, kind of thing, or affect your orbital paths. Because much of this game you get places by affecting orbital paths, and you can because that's probably the most fuel efficient way to do them. But what I used to do, and I did some fun shit on my old channel. What I'd do is I'd break Earth orbit, and then I'd be in orbiting around the sun by myself. And then what I'd do is I'd try to slow myself down as much as possible so I could fall directly into the sun. And I won't get into the whole physics of it, but here's where I almost screw up the time. Like, oh, oops, I almost crashed into the Earth. I ended up in the atmosphere before anything bad happened, though, so that's a good news. I launch off the jets, lose the rest of me, and then I'll start falling into the atmosphere. Now, the only reason it got lower than us is because it has, or because we have some more air resistance for some reason. I'm not sure. Just for a little lighter. What was I talking about a second ago? Oh yeah, so I'd get into a solar orbit, stop all gravity, and fall directly into the sun, and so some physics would mess up, and I'd end up going at like 22 million meters per second or something. Just some interesting shit like that. So I'm about to touch down here, guys. I make sure I watch the piece crash into the ground because that was really funny, in my opinion at least. So there's the parachute. You can see the piece down there a little bit. You might see the explosion in a second. Oop, yep, there it is, the little poof. Yeah, the physics in this game are really cool. Some of the, surprisingly, the graphics are pretty good. I was surprised that my game didn't screw up because the first time I released some commentaries on this, the game wasn't working very efficiently, so really screwed up on me. So I recommend you guys check this out. You go to kerbal-spaceprogram.com, which is KERBAL spaceprogram.com. Just doing some random flips here, and you can download the game. It's absolutely free. And there it goes. I think I checked below the Earth gravity, the Earth, because I don't know where that parachute just went. But yep, that's the whole game. I hope you guys enjoyed. That's To the Moon and Back mission. I go through the stats here. This is just me looking through it. Most G-force achieved there on the right, 25.5. That can't be healthy. But yeah, guys, I suggest you check this game out. Just twiddle with it for 5 minutes, see what rockets you can come up with. The Camper Rats. I hope you enjoyed. Peace.